Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. While this game caps off the regular season, how that season is remembered will be impacted greatly by what happens in this game. As we'll see a team from the Pac-12, the Texas State Bobcats, taking on the 19th ranked team in the land, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Kickoff team is out there ready to get this bowl game underway. Inside his own 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So Texas State's offense will have the football first. What a great group of receivers they run out there, and a staunch, stout defense they'll be running into. Jesse, how are they going to get open? How does this defense keep them in check?
Well, I think one thing this receiving group knows to have success in this game against this defense is it's going to take all of them. It's not just going to be one guy making all the plays. They're all going to have to be able to step up and, David, take advantage of their own individual one-on-one opportunities when those chances come their way.
Well, and I think that's what's good about this offense. There's strength in numbers. It's not just one guy that you can take away. There's several receivers that can make plays. That stresses the defense. Like, find the weakness, go after him. That guy can win. So it'll be a fun individual matchup.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Terrible way to start this game if you're on offense. You've given up 2 straight negative plays. You ran the ball on first down for negative yards, and then you take a sack now on second down. That tells me this offensive line has got to wake up. You knew this was physically going to be a challenge, but you've got to get ready to go, and you've got to fire off the ball because going backwards ain't going to get it done.
Get a toy.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. With the catch, it's McNeil. He'll be brought down at about the 18-yard line, not enough to move the sticks. The Bobcats will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch.
Starting position at their 36-yard line.
And help out the offense.
Yeah.
The Aggies offense will get the ball for the first time. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Right?
No, L1. You want unblock. You want to pocket. Triangle, and then move the fire out on the hand. And then hit X.
Can't.
Right back to the well.
It wouldn't let me highlight it. I didn't see it.
17. The Aggies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go.
I do what?
L1.
L1.
Triangle.
Triangle.
And then move the fire on him. Left stick.
Yeah.
Him.
Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You can tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
It's going to be circle. I think that corner is going to drop back. I'm going to square.
Looking to throw for it. Quickly complete. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business for the first and goal. And the Aggies look to keep this drive humming. This quarterback part of their running game. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and he's trying to get it in. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
Well, short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
He wants to change this route. Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down.
And it's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
Quarterback keeper. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Aggie!
And I love it. This offense making no bones about it. We're going to be aggressive. We get the ball down in the red zone, 4th and goal, Palmer. Stay aggressive. They run the football, and they get the touchdown.
And that's the shocking thing, David, is that on 4th down, they have supreme confidence in this offensive line to win up front, one-on-one, get some push, and then how about the ball carrier just finding his way into the end zone?
On the run from inside his own 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Back to throw, it's Russ. Snagged out of the air. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there. And the Bobcats want to crank the tempo.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Grabbed behind the line. It's McNeil. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Hold it. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. Three yards. 1st down for the offense after that penalty. Looking to throw on 1st down. Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer, because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles to get out and block them.
Throws to the wideout. Complete in the middle. Tripped up for the tackle. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Bobcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking downfield, it's Russ. Unloads to the wideout. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Kick is in the air. He's got it. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Trying play action. Floating away. Looking down the left side. Makes a grab for a big play. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
Wants to go up top. Finds his man. Snowed under by the defense.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
The Aggies are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. He'll throw on 3rd down. He's got him in the flat. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. Looks as if Texas A&M will have enough for the 1st down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. To the ground with the back. And a short gain here in the 1st quarter will come to a close. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. From the gun, the give, looking for room. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Tight end finds a soft spot. Oh, he's got some space. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a 1st down in the red zone at the 14.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing 1st downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys on the field. Stringing 1st downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
They'll run the screen. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Give to the running back. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown,
running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man.
Bless you.
Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
He stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Back to throw, it's Russ. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Bobcats will bring the punt team onto the field. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were
turning it on. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. They'll leave it with him. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down and 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Wilson. Inside the 15. Out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush. Hit him with the screen and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He's got it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie. These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, Dave.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all off-season to get on the same page. You can see he hits him in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
Did I give you a receipt? I gave you a receipt, didn't I? Okay. Well, that's that golden thing. You're going to want to keep that.
And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead.
Yep.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking.
Hey! And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's McNeil. Stumbled to the ground. The Bobcats racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking for a man. It's Russ. Wide open downfield. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. And the Bobcats come to the line with a new set of downs.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Incomplete. He had it right in his hands for the pick, and I believe he might have been thinking about those big plays he's known for. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to throw it. Safe completion on the screen. Past the 45. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Bobcats are on the move.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
Running back searching for a hole. Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32. And the Bobcats come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. The play action fake. Under fire. Trying to make magic with his feet. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
You could clearly tell that he wanted to throw the football and he wanted to go through the air and make a big play. Defense does a great job corralling him, getting some pressure, and most importantly, getting him on the ground.
Goes to the option. He'll toss it. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Setting up the screen. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. He lobs one high down the left side. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
And what a missed opportunity for this defense. They got one chance to get back in this game. Force some turnovers, create some big plays. They're down big. Man, did they need that opportunity.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Making side adjustments here. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here.
It's picked off, and another empty drive. Looking for more room. Running inside the 20. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Timing has to be so good, but you're throwing at his own defense over the middle of the field. The ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late. As a result, it's an INT.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking downfield on first down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Back to pass. On the run, still looking. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to.
Stop!
Put the heat on.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense. Pressure on the quarterback.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. Might be changing the route. Out of the shotgun on third down. Touchdown, Aggies! And they take it in for 6 more points. Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. That's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here's the return from inside his 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Caught behind the line. It's McNeil. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking downfield, it's Russ. Makes the grab. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. The Bobcats want to pick up the tempo. To the air on first down. Pressure coming. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
Back to pass on second down. Throws for the tight end. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Makes the grab. It's Morton. Stop is made at the 35-yard line. It'll be a 4th down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Bobcats will call on their punt team. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
efficient against the clock. Got a man. It's Bitonio. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. They'll immediately call timeout. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. A low line drive and not his best work. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Defense dropping into soft coverage. Fires one high and deep. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first 2 quarters of football there today in Vegas. And the undisputed star of the half has been that lockdown corner. The coaches told us how good he was, but I almost think they undersold how impactful he would be. Ultra physical with zero hesitation, and with hands like that, I wonder if they don't think about using him in the passing game at some point.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. They more than got the job done in the first half. Now the job in a bowl game, don't get distracted and finish the deal here in the second half.
I mean, love the way they came out. They had all that time off, didn't look rusty at all, came out with the foot on the accelerator, looked really, really good. Palmer, you just more of the same here in the second half.
I agree. And if you're on that sideline right now, now's not the time to be thinking about the off-season, your strength program, what classes you're taking in the spring. You need to focus on finishing this game, punctuating this season.
Wants to go up top on first down. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And the catch along the sideline will come up a little short of the first down.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
And the Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. A&M comes back out with another first down. Makes the grab along the sidelines, but it'll be a little short of the first down.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route. And this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
The Aggies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. It's on target and complete. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. And the Aggies are facing 3rd and inches. Tight end now in motion. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going...
There he goes. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the 3rd quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
under fire. Trying to get rid of it. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
Makes the catch. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They just keep firing. He's got it. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Good timing on the quick out.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip-shot field goal with where they were on that fourth down. But they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Looking to throw on first down. Quickly complete. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. That's now 200 catches in his career.
It's so impressive because of his dependability. This guy has been consistent, David, week in, week out. He shows up, and he makes plays.
Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Aggie! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
It just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And you could easily argue the biggest reason this team is trailing here in the second half is because they have not been able to protect their quarterback tonight. They've already given up 5 sacks in the game, and you just saw another one right there. This offensive line has had problems all night long.
Off play action. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
This has been a frustrating day, and I'm not sure it's going to get any better. You're already down huge. Listen, this offense can't protect this quarterback. They don't do anything right now. This defense has had their number all game long.
And the returner will be brought down. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. They'll ride the hot hand. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
It's 1st and goal as Texas A&M comes to the line. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. A run for the quarterback. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. That defensive front was a stone wall on 2nd down. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And they did tack on the extra point. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. From inside the 10, here he comes. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the 3rd quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
They'll try the run.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Scanning the field, it's Russ. Just a little off. Incomplete.
3rd and long situation. They try to go screen. I think they were hoping it was going to be a big zone and they could get those offensive linemen down the field, but the defense sniffed it out, forcing the incompletion.
He'll field the bunt and see what he can get. And the return man reaches the end of the line. And man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute it.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
All the way down at the 33-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Flips it out on the screen. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on 1st down. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. second down play. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead. You want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, Dave, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the fourth quarter.
From the gun, running back on the move. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Texas A&M going quickly.
Yeah.
The option look. Now the toss. Touchdown, Aggie. Great job by the back on the option.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense. And they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground.
And the Texas State offense will take over.
Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball.
Base 27 jump. Base 27 jump.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Surging forward on the sneak. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down. The Bobcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
I know this defense came into this game hoping to get pressure on the quarterback, but I don't know in their wildest dreams if they ever thought it was going to look this good. I lost track at 5 sacks. They have been all over this quarterback today.
Rushes on him. And he feels the heat coming in and burns him up. Another sack.
And this has been one of those days you want to forget. I mean, you're getting drunk. There's no other way to put it. It's been a bad day. I'm trying to put a drive together here, maybe to just get some kind of momentum, something positive, maybe something in the locker room we can talk about that didn't go wrong.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Touchdown, Aggies. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense here in the fourth quarter. They're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. He'll start the return inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
They'll give it to the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Bobcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. It's a draw. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Hand off from the shotgun. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Bobcats will send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Bunch formation for these receivers. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
I am streaming the game. I'm almost done. There's like a couple minutes left.
You've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly.
Breaks into the open. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
Really good decision-making by the quarterback. Don't get greedy. Yes, I can make reads, and I can pull it, and I can throw it all the yard. If I can take 10-plus yards and continue to do that and continue to be smart with my decision-making, this offense is going to be very difficult to stop.
You have a
well, we're winding it down, guys. Only a few more plays left in this season. Also wrapping up a really outstanding performance for this offense.
Yeah, and they're sending out the seniors on the right foot. Guys, we've seen a lot of great football. There have been so many tremendous moments and individual efforts, David. This is a year in college football I know I'll never forget.
Won't forget it. Loved working with you guys. Love being in the booth. Love covering these football games. And I'll tell you what, a lot of excitement in college football surrounding the sport, man. Let's just keep loving on it.
It'll be 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Spillman. Pocket breaking down. Got his man in the middle. Offense has gained momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. From the gun, the ground game. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Texas A&M going up tempo. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Oh, they're after him. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? Texas A&M will line up with a 1st and goal. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know a lot's went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. A relatively short field goal try from 26 yards out. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we're looking pretty good.
Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward. And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was